winning.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 92 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big.
And oh, it's blocked. And all the deep. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded about a yard deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance. You know, get him some space. Because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Let's go. Flex round.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond back. And the Browns getting set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big-bodied receiver with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And the defense wasn't out there long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second down now after the sack. Now a handoff here to his running back. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the second. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
In the red zone this time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game. At this stage in the 4th, they needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.